Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Chris, and on today's video we're going to talk about a fragrance from the house of Acne Studios. If you're not familiar with Acne Studios, it is a Swedish brand. It is I would say, kind of mid-tier fashion brand. It's kind of breaking out into the mainstream popularity. Currently, everyone is wearing Acne Studios. Everyone is talking about them. And yes, they have partnered up with a very heritage, luxurious, kind of niche brand, which is FREDERIC Malle. It's kind of a mix-up of two different worlds. FREDERIC Malle as a brand is known to be a little bit more serious, a little bit more subdued, kind of quiet luxury type of vibe, but very expensive and niche and high quality. And they're mixing up with Acne Studios, which is going to be also kind of high fashion, not necessarily like couture, but kind of ready to wear clothing. But it's also going to be very trendy and forward thinking as a brand itself. So I didn't see this, mix up happening anywhere near in my cards. I thought, when I saw this, I was like, what? I had to take a double take because my friend sent me a sample when I purchased a fragrance from him. And this is a sample, and I was like, Acne Studios makes fragrances? Since when? And then I saw the FREDERIC Malle logo, and I was like, that is bizarre. Did not see this pairing happening anytime soon, but it did happen. This fragrance was launched in 2024, and the perfumer for this is Suzy Lele. Suzy Lele. I will list it down here below. This fragrance does come in a traditional bottle of FREDERIC Malle. They have changed the sticker to obviously launch this fragrance itself. It doesn't specify if it's a limited edition release because it is a collaboration between both brands, or if it's a permanent release itself. I take it with it being a collaboration, it may be a limited time release, but it does not specify that anywhere on the actual website of Acne Studios or FREDERIC Malle. So the notes for this fragrance are going to be aldehydes, floral notes, rose. You're also going to get sandalwood and musk. So nothing super special, nothing that you're going to have to take a double take on. It's just essentially very basic casual notes. They are very familiar with the house of FREDERIC Malle. All of these notes, you do find them in a lot of FREDERIC Malle fragrances itself. Now, I'm not quite sure why they listed floral notes and rose. Shouldn't those be, one note essentially if they're not listing the rest of the florals? I think it's because they added white florals to this fragrance. I think there's a slight hint of jasmine and a slight hint of tuberose in this fragrance because those two elements are going to be kind of a floral sweetness that this fragrance does have. And then you're mixing that with aldehydes, roses, as well as the white musk. And there's not that much sandalwood in this fragrance. There's kind of a dash of sandalwood and then it kind of dissipates. Now let's talk pricing because this is a big, big thing whenever it comes to us, purchasing fragrances. In a world where fragrances are getting more and more and more expensive, they are literally the price of small leather goods, 5 years ago from, these big fashion labels. This fragrance itself is going to be, like I said, part of FREDERIC Malle, so we are expecting a high price point. So if you decide to get the small one, a 50 ml size bottle or 1.7 fluid ounces, the price point to pay for that is going to be $295 US. So that is quite a bit of money. If you decide to get the large one, which is going to be 100 mls or 3.4 fluid ounces, which is the standard, large size fragrance, that is going to run you $470 US. Now, just for comparison's sake, this is pretty expensive. If you were to go to Dior, for example, Dior would give you a 125 ml bottle for $330 currently. And if you decide to get a large one, which is going to be an 8.5 ounce bottle or 250 ml bottle, that would run you $450 US. So this is a lot more expensive than Dior. It's to be expected. FREDERIC Malle is a more expensive brand. It's a little bit more niche, although I'm not going to use the term niche with this brand because it is owned by Estee Lauder and manufactured by Estee Lauder, which is a huge conglomerate, and they've got the money. This is not a niche indie brand. This is a brand part of a huge conglomerate, essentially. So this fragrance, when you first spray it, opens up with a very sweet floral concoction. It's almost synthetic-y and a little bit, it's a little harsh whenever it first opens up. Then you start to get the aldehyde cloud come in, as well as beautiful floral elements that mix with that. And then you get that nice, sexy white musk that comes in the fragrance itself. Overall, it's a sweet floral fragrance. It smells delicious. It smells good. It smells clean. It smells refined. It smells flirty. and it smells very trendy at the same time. I think that's kind of to mirror Acne Studios being a very trendy brand. Do I think this fragrance will necessarily be a fragrance that you can talk about 10 years down the road from now? Maybe. I mean, I can see it being a very popular scent. I can see it being an easy scent, and I can see it being mass appealing. So I know a lot of people will like this scent, wear it, and be very happy with it. Now, I do have to say that I find it very smart for Acne Studios to partner up with Frederic Malle and vice versa, because Acne Studios, like I said, is very trendy, but they're going to get the perfume know-how of a house like Frederic Malle, and Frederic Malle is going to get the trendy, pump of youth into their brand, which I don't know if a lot of young people even decide to buy anything from Frederic Malle, but that is going to definitely help the brand, have a newer audience. And that's a good thing. I think they're both getting something out of it. And they came out with a very nice fragrance. Like I said, it's easy, casual. It's also very daring. It's a very party girl scent. It's just very vibrant, ethereal, and lively overall. Now here is the issue for me, and I'm sorry to say this. By any means, I'm not trying to say this to be mean at all. So this scent is beautiful. I do like it. I do see the appeal of the fragrance. I do see a lot of people wearing it, a lot of people going out to buy it, and I can see it being the signature scent of a lot of people. Now, if you have ever smelled a now just hear me out. If you have ever smelled the blue fabric softener by Downy, there's a slight hint of that in this fragrance. What I mean by that, they both smell very similar overall. So the Blue Downy, the fabric softener, and this fragrance kind of smell alike to each other. Now this one's just going to be a little bit more refined, a little bit more elevated, a little bit more couture, but it's still going to resemble that fabric softener. So keep that into consideration, keep that in mind. Go smell both of them if you can, and let me know down in the comments if you agree with me. Again, I'm not saying this to be mean. It's just a very clean scent with a floral touch, and it's kind of synthetic-y, and it kind of reminds me, like I said, of Downy or any kind of detergent that has a very strong floral component to it. So just my opinion. I do like the scent. I do recommend it. I don't recommend it for the price point, but I recommend it because it does smell good. It does do what it's set out to do, which is just be fun, vibrant, daring, young, and free-spirited. And this is what the fragrance is overall. It's not, like I said, a groundbreaking, revolutionary fragrance that's going to shake up the perfume industry. That's not what it's designed for. That's not what it's doing, and that's not what it's delivering. So let me know down in the comments what your thoughts on the Acne Studios and Frederic Malle fragrance is. By the way, this fragrance will be uploaded on my birthday. I do have a lot of exciting other fragrances that I'm going to review. A lot of them that are exciting for me. A lot of them that I have been having my eye on for quite some time. I just wanted to get this video out because I was shocked to see Acne Studios and Frederic Malle work together. It's, like I said, not a pairing that I ever thought possible, but it is possible. And, this is what we're doing. We are reviewing this fragrance, and we're talking about it. Now, when it comes to longevity really quickly and performance, it does have longevity and performance. And that's a really nice thing, especially for a fragrance like this, where the notes are typically a little bit lighter, that they're not going to be long wearing. You do get a long wearing fragrance. So let me know down in the comments your thoughts on this fragrance. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Do you love it? Do you not love it? Have you tried it? Let me know all of that down below in the comments. Also, make sure to give the video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more fragrance related content. I hope to see you on the next video. Until then, take care. Bye.